Let's see what Tinubu has for us today. Man. Well, this is what our new national anthem sounds like. I don't know how to sing it. I haven't learned it yet. Okay.
My fellow Nigerians, I speak to you today with a heavy heart and sense of responsibility, aware of the turmoil and violent protests unleashed in some of our states. Notably, among the protesters were young Nigerians who desired a better and more progressive country where their dreams, hope, and personal aspiration will be fulfilled.
He's showing remorse
by the loss of lives in
That's good, right?
Jigawa, Kano, Kaduna, and other states, the destruction of facilities in some states, and the wanton looting of supermarkets and shops, contrary to the promise of protest organizers that the protest will be peaceful across the country. The destruction of properties set us back as a nation, as scarce resources will be again used to restore them. I commiserate with the families and relations of those who have died in the protest. We must stop further bloodshed, violence, and destruction. As the president of this country, I must ensure public order in line with the constitutional oath to protect the lives and property of every citizen. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few with a clear political agenda to tear this nation apart.
Here we go.
Under the circumstances, I hereby enjoin protesters and the organizers to suspend any further protest and create room for dialogue, which I have always acceded to at the slightest opportunity. Nigeria requires all hands on deck and it us all, regardless of age, party, tribe, religion, or other divides, to work together, reshaping our destiny as a nation. To those who have taken undue advantage of this situation to threaten any section of this country, be warned. The law will catch up with you. There is no place for ethnic bigotry or such threats in the Nigeria we seek to build. Our democracy progresses when the constitutional rights of every Nigerian are respected and protected. Our law enforcement agencies should continue to ensure full protection of life and properties of innocent citizens in a responsible manner. My vision for our country is one of a just and prosperous nation where each person may enjoy the peace, freedom, and meaningful livelihood that only democratic good governance can provide. One that is open, transparent, and accountable to the Nigerian people. For decades, our economy has remained anemic and taken a dip because of many misalignments that have stunted our growth. Just over a year ago, our dear country, Nigeria, reached a point where we couldn't afford to continue the use of temporary solutions to solve long-term problems for the sake of now and our unborn generations. I therefore took the painful yet necessary decision to remove first subsidy and abolish multiple foreign exchange system, which had constituted a noose around the economic jugular of our nation and impede our economic development and progress. These actions block the greedy and the profit that smugglers and rent seekers made. They also block the undue subsidy we had extended to our neighboring countries to the detriment of our people, rendering our economy prostrate.
Well, Tinubu talking
These
about greed, I
decisions
just can't take it seriously.
were necessary if we must reverse the decades of economic mismanagement that didn't serve us well. Yes, I agree. The buck stops on my table. But I can assure you that I am focused fully on delivering the governance to the people. Good governance for that matter. In the past 14 months, our government has made significant strides in rebuilding the foundation of our economy to carry us into a future of plenty and abundance. On the physical side, aggregate government revenue has more than doubled, hitting over 9.1 trillion naira in the first half of 2024, compared to the first half of 2023 due to our efforts at blocking leakages, introducing automation, and mobilizing funds creatively without additional burden on the people. Productivity is gradually increasing in the non-oil sector, reaching new levels and taking advantage of the opportunities in our current economic ambience. My dear brothers and sisters, we have come this far, coming from a place where our country spent 97% of all our revenue on debt service. We have been able to reduce that to 68% in the last 13 months. We have also cleared legitimate outstanding foreign exchange obligations of about 5 billion without any adverse impact on our programs. This has given us more financial freedom and room to spend more money on you.
The guy is literally borrowing more money
to fund
talking
essential
about
social services like
he has reduced
education
debts
and healthcare. It has also led to our state and local government receiving highest allocation ever in our country's history from the Federation account. We have also embarked on major infrastructure projects across the country. We are working to complete inherited projects critical to our economic prosperity, including roads, bridges, railways, power, and oil and gas development. Notably, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway projects will open up 16 connecting states, creating thousands of jobs and boosting economic output through trade, tourism, and cultural integration. Our once declining oil and gas industry is experiencing a resurgence on the back of the reforms I announced in May 2024 to address the gaps in the Petroleum Industry Act. Last month, we increased our oil production to 1.61 million barrels per day, and our gas assets are receiving the attention they deserve. Investors are coming back, and we have already seen foreign direct investments signed over $500 million since then. Fellow Nigerians, we are a country blessed with both oil and gas resources, but we met a country that had been dependent solely on oil-based petrol, neglecting its gas resources to power the economy. We were also using our hard-earned foreign exchange to pay for and subsidize the use. To address this, we immediately launched our compressed natural gas initiative, CNG, to power our transportation economy and bring us down. This will save over 2 trillion naira a month being used to import PMS and AGO and free up our resources for more investment in healthcare and education. To this end, we'll be distributing 1 million kits of extremely low or no cost to commercial vehicles that transport people and goods and who currently consume 80% of imported PMS and AGO. We have started the distribution of conversion kits and setting up of conversion centers across the country in conjunction with the private sector. We believe that this CNG initiative will reduce transportation costs by approximately 60% and help to curb inflation. Our administration has shown its commitment to the youth by setting up the student loan scheme. To date, 45.6 billion has already been processed for payment to students and their respective institutions. I encourage more of our vibrant youth population to take advantage of this opportunity. We established the Consumer Credit Corporation with over 200 billion to help Nigeria to acquire essential products without the need for immediate cash payment, making life easier for millions of households. This will consequently reduce corruption and eliminate cash and opaque transactions. This week, I ordered the release of an additional 50 billion naira, each for NEL Fund, the student loan,
he's making campaign promises
for
that
the proceeds of crime recovered by the EFCC. Additionally, we have secured $620 million under the Digital and Creative Enterprises IDIs.
Desmond, take it easy.
Program to empower our young people, creating millions of IT and technical jobs that will make them globally competitive. This program, including the 3 million technical talents scheme, unfortunately,
does this guy even know what he's just reading out stuff
was
that he wrote for him?
vandalized during the protests in Kano. What a shame. In addition, we have introduced the Skill Up Artisans Program, SUPER, the Nigerian Youth Academy, NIA, and the National Youth Talent Export Program, NATEP. Also, more than 570 billion has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens, while 600,000 nano businesses have benefited from our nano grants. An additional 400,000 more nano businesses are expected to benefit. Furthermore, 75,000 beneficiaries have processed to receive our 1 million micro and small business single-digit interest loans starting this month. We have also built 10 MSME hubs within the past year, created 240,000 jobs through them, and 5 more hubs are in progress, which will be ready by October this year. Payments of 1 billion each also have been made to large manufacturers under our single-digit loan to boost manufacturing output and stimulate growth. I signed the national minimum wage into law last week, And the lowest earning worker will now earn at least 70,000 naira a month. 6 months ago in Kasana, Abuja, I inaugurated the first phase of our ambitious housing initiative, the Renew Hope City and Estate. This project is the first of 6 we have planned across the nation's geopolitical zones. Each of these cities will include a minimum of 1,000 housing units, with Kasana itself set to deliver 3,212 units. In addition to this city project, we are also launching the Renew Hope Estate in every state, each comprising 500 housing units. Our goal is to complete a total of 100,000 housing units over the next 3 years. This initiative is not only about providing homes, but also about creating thousands of jobs across the nation, as well as stimulating economic growth. We are providing incentives to farmers to increase food production at affordable prices. I have directed that tariffs and other import duties should be removed on rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, and drugs, and other pharmaceutical medical supplies for the next 6 months, in the first instance, to help drive down the prices. I have been meeting with our governors and key ministers to accelerate food production. We've distributed fertilizers. Our target is to cultivate more than 10 million hectares of land to grow what we eat. The federal government will provide all necessary incentives for this initiative, whilst the state provide the land, which will put millions of our people to work and further increase food production. In the past few months, we have also ordered mechanized farming equipment, such as tractors and planters, worth billions of naira from the United States, Belarus, and Brazil. I can confirm to you that the equipment is on the way. My dear Nigerians, especially our youths, I have heard you loud and clear. I understand the pain and the frustration that drive this protest, and I want to assure you that our government is committed to listening and addressing the concerns of our citizens. But we must not let violence and destruction tear our nation apart. We must work together to build a brighter future where every Nigerian can live with dignity and prosperity. The task before us is a collective one, and I am leading the charge as your president. A lot of work has gone into stabilizing our economy, and I must stay focused on ensuring that the benefits reach every single Nigerian as we promised. My administration is working very hard to improve and expand our national infrastructure and create more opportunities for our young people. Let nobody misinform and miseducate you about your country or tell you that your government does not care about you. Although there have been many dashed hopes in the past, we are in a new era of renewed hope. We are working hard, and the result will soon be visible and concrete for everyone to see, feel, and enjoy. Let us work together to build a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. Let's choose hope over fear, unity over division and progress over stagnation. The economy is recovering. Please, don't shut out this oxygen. Now that we have been enjoying democratic governance for 25 years, do not let the extremists of enemies of democracy use you to promote an unconstitutional agenda that will set us back on our democratic journey. Forward ever, backward never. In conclusion, security operatives should continue to maintain peace, law, and order in our country, following the necessary Convention on Human Rights, to which Nigeria is a signatory. The safety and security of all Nigerians are paramount. Thank God and thank you for your attention. And may God continue to bless our great nation. Thank you very much.
And this anthem, I don't know when I'll learn this one. So I'm choosing nothing. They make them so make them off this recording. Despot. Man, I don't know. First thing I have to say about this broadcast is that when I was designing the thumbnail for this live, I didn't think you actually wear the same thing I designed in the picture. That was surprised me. But it really shows that this protest really got to them. Like, the protest really hit them hard. Like, for him to come out in this manner and for them to do such a long recording, it means that they are actually very, very scared. Like they know the gravity of the situation from what I saw. Even though he didn't really address any of the demands or he didn't even address any of the things that people are saying. Just he acknowledges that people are hungry and they are suffering and he's doing his best, but he didn't address anything. I mean, if he had said a lot of these things in his campaign, it would have even made more sense. You just sounded like, trust me, if he was doing half of the things he said he was doing in this speech, like, we would have felt the impact, we would have felt the effect of what he's doing. But he just read out a whole bunch of things that we can't even verify they are doing or not. Some of them are things that in the past week, as in they were instituted in the past week because of the protest, like because of fear of the protest. That's why these things were instituted in the past week. And I addressed it in my last video where I talked about the promises they made in 1 week. So I don't know. And personally, I just don't trust. The gaslighting in the speech alone was okay. It was crazy. Like, he came out and started saying that don't allow enemies of Nigeria to use you. Like, basically, you're already belittling the people that are coming out and shouting that there's hunger in the land. They are shouting that fuel price is too high. They are saying that they are being used by enemies of the nation. So they are still going with this narrative that there are people that are manipulating this protest, that is not organic, that don't listen to them. I said, don't listen to them. Don't allow them use you. That's what he said. Like, it's still no transparency. Then he said something about wanting to dialogue with the leaders of the protest. And again, that's just more gaslighting. But the good thing is that, I mean, he came out and addressed, like, the fear is palpable. He came out and he actually had to address Nigerians. and beg. Like there was a lot of pleading going on. I don't know how it's going to reflect on Nigerians. I don't know. Because personally I'm sure nothing is going to change. I'm sure nothing is going to change. This is just a personal opinion. So can attack me for that one, but it's just a personal opinion. But it's a step in the right direction. This is not what I was expecting, honestly. At all. Like I didn't expect this whole tone, but I'm not deceived in the slightest. I mean, it's not just yesterday that an article came out that NNPC is looking for a loan, for a $1 billion loan again, that is going to be backed by payments in barrels of crude oil from Nigeria. And these things keep happening in the background. Meanwhile, the things that Tinubu are saying are much, much different. Yeah, I'm looking forward to how everyone will take it. Sha. I'm looking forward to how the protesters will take it because, you know, we in Nigeria, we have a very forgiving spirit in this country. I wonder, I wonder if that's going to take hold. I wonder if people will just say, okay, let's manage the hunger and see. But I don't know how that's going to turn out. Personally, I mean, knowing how this guy got into that office, is not going to change. This was a gaslighting Olympics. I mean, so he's calling the organizers of the protest, which is a fundamental right, he's calling them enemies of democracy. But what he did in the election is not. it's not. It's not an enemy of democracy. Like it's very very funny. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Um, I want to hear what everybody thought about this. I'm seeing a lot of comments on the stream from channels. Yeah, there's a lot of mixed reactions. Well spoken president, hold your governors accountable too. They receive increased money from the federation account. Only a fool will continue the protest after hearing him. Here we go. Oh man, the APC guys are going to use this for some serious propaganda. Excellent speech, say no to protest. Disappointing speech, empty speech. He didn't take into cognizance the plight of the citizens. He didn't connect with the people in this speech. I don't understand anything. So no solution to Nigerian problem. Yeah, no solution. I wasted my time listening to this broadcast. Man, when he just started, when he started with the whole promises and things that he's doing, I just switched off because it was like none of these things were. There is no proof that any of these things was being done, and even okay, why weren't they publicized when they were being done? Like it's just ridiculous. Waste of time and data. Hopelessness continues. Okay, why are these people now pushing hold the governors in your state? I'm 100% sure these are the APC guys. Hold the governors in your state. Another one, hold your governors accountable too. They receive increased money. This thing is something they've shared on their WhatsApp groups, and they're just I don't know. Even in the speech, Tinubu said the buck stops at his table, and they are here spreading hold your governor accountable. Abuse of power. Okay, that's the end of the stream. I look forward to seeing a lot of the reactions today. By the way, sorry about that. I have a video coming up very soon on the propaganda that has been used in this protest. I'm posting it now, so it will be up in the next 10 minutes. Okay, let me say next 20 minutes. I worked on it throughout the night, but I just decided to do a live stream on this, listen to what he has to say. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think on this speech. You can put it down in the comments. I read all the comments. Thanks for watching. I have to go. Let me post the video. God bless Nigeria.